What's up guys, it's Jay back again with Tech Everything. It's been a while since I've done a setup tour. I think 2015 was the last time I took a look at one. I've made a ton of upgrades since then, a lot of upgrades to my desk and my home theater alike. So today we're gonna take a look at my setup. My setup is a little bit different than most. I have a very large room here where I can kind of do what I want and have enough space to pretty much do anything. So it's comprised of 4 main areas. 1, the PC desk, 2, the home theater, 3, the workstation area, and 4, the retro gaming / storage section. First up, let's take a look at the one that you're most interested in, I'm sure, the PC desk. My desk was a long time coming. This is a sit-stand desk that is on monoprice legs. They handle a ton of weight, and instead of using an actual frame for a table or a dining table or something from IKEA, a kitchen countertop, this is actually a door frame. So this is a solid slab door. It has bracing around the edges and it's filled internally as well. It's 80 by 32 and it's in like a solid light grayish color that I think looks really good with black. One unfortunate thing about buying a door slab is that one of the ends will not be finished. So all 3 sides are finished except for this one. So you will have to get a little strip and seal it or do whatever you want to do. I'm probably just going to end up staining it to match the rest of it, or get a piece of edge trimming and finish it off that way. But other than that, it's perfect for a desktop. One of the cool things about the monoprice sit-stand desk is that the panel is completely black at first. Then when you touch it, it comes live. It has a completely touchscreen backlit panel, so that's really cool. It displays in centimeters. You can have 3 presets there. You also have a timer and obviously your memory and up and down buttons there. So you can set the timer for like say 30 minutes if you want to get up every 30 minutes or so. And that's really cool. I think this is one of the better panels and more sturdy and strong desks that I've seen. For components, I am rocking a Dell KM717 for the keyboard, as well as my favorite mouse ever, the Logitech G703. There's really no better mouse for gaming and productivity. It's super accurate and awesome. The mouse pad or mouse mat is just a $10 mouse mat that I found on Amazon. It's really wide. I'll link it below for you guys. Now, I'm not really a headphone guy, so having good desktop speakers is mandatory for me. I have my DefTech Studio Monitor 350s. These are awesome speakers that I've had for years now. I don't think I'll be upgrading anytime soon because they still sound great. For my speakers, I was able to pick up these really cool desktop stands. You can adjust them to tilt forward or backwards, and they support large speakers. They were a little expensive, but they work really well and they're awesome. They look really good. Probably the best looking speaker stands I've ever seen. For my mic, I don't do many voiceovers and I don't talk a lot when I'm gaming, but when I do, I've got this nice Cyber Acoustics mic. I picked it up more for the aesthetics than I did for its actual sound quality. Voiceover quality is fine, but it really looks really cool and matches my setup really nicely. For the monitor, I'm using an Acer 38-inch curved ultra wide. That's 3840 by 1600, so almost 4K. Honestly, 4K is not really necessary. This thing is a beast, one of the best upgrades I've ever made. It's also 75 Hertz, so a little quicker than the traditional 60 Hertz, which helps in gaming and just in general usability of a PC. I also picked up a monitor arm that sits slightly off center, which I think looks cool. It kind of gives it a floating effect while giving it lots of stability, and I can tilt, adjust, all that good stuff with no problem. Now, the star of the show is undoubtedly my small form factor PC. It's sitting in the Laser LZ7 case. It has a Core i7 8700K and GTX 1080 Mini, 32 gigs of RAM, and 4 SSDs, 2 NVMe, and 2 SATA drives. So I do everything on this PC, gaming, rendering, browsing. It's my do everything system. I did a full build video on that, so if you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link there, you can check it out. When I'm not at my desk, I like to slide over and watch some movies, some 4K Blu-ray, so on and so forth, and I do that in the home theater area. My skinny shelf acts as a divider of sorts for the home theater and the desk. I just keep my Blu-ray collection there, 4K and older Blu-rays, as well as my camera gear, so batteries, lenses, mics, that stuff, some gaming controllers there, and then more regular DVDs at the bottom. While I spend most of my time at the computer desk, I do spend a little time sitting at my home theater when I want to watch some 4K Blu-rays or some sports stuff like that, fun stuff like that. And for that, I have the LG B7 55-inch OLED TV. This TV is absolutely stunning. It's got the best image quality of any TV I've ever seen. My components are simple. I have a Marantz Slimline 5.1 channel receiver, as well as a Samsung 4K Blu-ray player. I got rid of all my gaming systems, but I do still game on this TV. I can run my active HDMI cable from my PC over to this and game in 4K. It works well and it's awesome. Don't keep much on my coffee table, just my Logitech Harmony remote that I use to control everything, as well as the backup remotes and some Blu-rays, whatever I'm watching, maybe my laptop at the time. For speakers, I'm rocking my old Definitive Technology 5.1 setup. Each tower has its own 8-inch sub in there, so it can generate a lot of bass and good home theater sound, as well as the beefy center channel and matching rears. So it works really well. It's getting a little long in the tooth. It might be time to upgrade, but for now, it's doing the job. If you're watching this, obviously you know I have a YouTube channel and I do a lot of builds on this channel, and having a custom area where I can kind of step away from my desk, not mess everything up, and just do my builds is awesome. So I have this separate section just for that. So on the opposite wall of my PC desk, I have this sort of workstation area. When I'm doing builds or just setting up my mobile stuff, I want to just go on my Surface Book real quick, I can kind of just hop on here. To the left, I have 3 shelves or 3 drawer storage, as well as everything that I'm kind of working on at the moment. So that's the CCD case, the MI6 that I did a video on. I've got an upcoming build on that. It's going to be kind of cool, as well as some motherboard and some coolers that I'm testing, and various screws and so on and so forth. And then to the right there, you see I have my Surface Book set up. That's kind of my mobile area with the Surface Book. Got my Xbox controller if I want to game real quick. My headphones, I don't use headphones much, but when I do, it's going to be on the Surface Book or when I'm on the go. And then usually I have my Razer mouse there, my travel mouse, but that's in my bag. And obviously my iPhone 7, don't really care about phones that much. I'm not a big phone guy. And the middle desk is probably familiar to you if you're familiar with the channel. This is the desk that I use when I'm filming any sort of product shots or doing builds on top of there. I have this dark brown black top here, as well as a white top that I use. So all the product shots are there. This also has an LED strip behind it. You can kind of see that there, that changes color, but I haven't really used it for much. I was supposed to use it for doing product shots to kind of glow in the background, but I never ended up doing anything with it. Look out in the future, maybe I'll go ahead and incorporate that into some videos. If friends come over or I have an itch for some retro gaming, I slide over to the retro gaming Nook. So to the left of the workstation in the corner, I have a little nook that I built for my retro gaming stuff. I love retro gaming. Obviously, I grew up on Nintendo, Genesis, N64, GameCube, all these great systems. So over here, I have all them, plus a Dreamcast, Xbox, and an Xbox 360. I've got more systems, PS2, some other stuff in storage that I'm gonna whip out. But I'm trying to get this one set up first. I've got Nintendo going, all this fun stuff, so people can come over and play, or just if I want to sit back and play some retro games, I can do it. So it's just a pretty cool little nook I have here. Not something you see every day, but something I definitely want to keep growing and getting more stuff to add to. To the left of the retro gaming setup, I have just my slider and tripod there. I just use a basic Sony slider or Sony tripod with a cheap Amazon slider there. That's probably the best slider setup you can get for under 100 bucks. 2 legs for $24 and I think an $80 slider gets you some pretty sick results, and a $20 fluid head. So I have 2 fluid heads that I use to get some smooth shots, and these basic sliders definitely can upgrade in the future, but not bad for now. Also, some of my random boxes that, new products come in, I put them there, as well as a little mini fridge for drinks, food, while I run, stuff like that. So that's it. This work studio / office works really well for me. I love that I have a home theater system as well as a computer desk that handles all of my needs. I will drop links in the description for everything you saw here. Well, most of the stuff you saw here today. If you have any suggestions or things that you think I should upgrade, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new speakers for my home theater. That's kind of a long overdue upgrade that I've been in the market for. So any suggestions are always appreciated. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. I'm Jay. This is Tech Everything. I'll see you next time.